Up first, TheTrain from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here. And they'll be facing Sweet from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI Continental title. The last time we saw them in action, they lost. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. A straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. Missing with that right hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. Do you believe this? The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret. They both want a highlight reel knockout. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Defense failed them. And down goes Sweet. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the guts took him out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And the referee, every time they throw a shot, they get countered. jab not finding its target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The fight is over.
Too early, too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage.
Oh, it's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.
History. And down goes Steel Jaw. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
And down goes Rockstar. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have... Whoa, wait a minute! What a nightmare scenario! And Rockstar gets dropped. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Johnny, take a look at this action. This may do it. It's all coming to it. And down goes Rockstar. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
And at some point, the corner needs to and Rockstar gets dropped. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
And mediocre goes down. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Right when you think the pace will... Did you see that? The corner's got the tower. They're going to throw it in. And down goes mediocre. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Big, hold that thought. Will the ref... And down goes mediocre. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
For action here. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And mediocre goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Looking for, and Kingmaker has been knocked down. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Stay down as this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see? And down goes Kingmaker. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I need to see that again.
Are we about to see a first-round knockout? And Kingmaker gets dropped. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judge. Whoa, wait a minute. They're always looking for that KO. And the myth has been knocked down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. Will this fight continue? No, it will not. They're going to stop. Hold it right there. Stumbling. And down goes Street Killer. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Seconds to go. And Street Killer has been dropped. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Are we about to see a first-round knock? And down goes Freight Train. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again.
To be aggressive now. A chance to make history. And Freight Train goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there. That round. You know this round coming out?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. And Freight Train goes to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.